G'day everyone and welcome to the November 2021 edition of Australian Model Railway News. As always, we'll take a look at all the announcements and updates for Australian model railway manufacturers, as well as any exhibition news. So let's get into it. To get the news started this month, SDS have told us that the DCC and sound-fitted Victorian Railways D3 chips should arrive by the start of December, which I know a lot of us Victorian Railway modelers are keen to get our hands on. And like I said, when I do get one, I'll make a review, so do stay tuned for that. They've also told me that in relation to the Canadian Red D3639, it has sold out on DC, and DCC is very low from them. So if you want one, now's the time to do it. Also available only directly from SDS is NR66 with the Movember livery, which is only a sound and limited run. They've also said that the 81s will be on their way shortly, with then the Victorian Railways and V-Line T-Class locomotives being released after the 81s, and then after that you'll get the privately owned and operated T-Classes with then order forms will be available. However, there will be more news coming shortly. Now, in bigger news, the South Australian Railways 700, 750 and 780 class steel cars. These models will be highly detailed HO scale models, precisely tooled plastic body with genuine KD scale head whisker couplers, separately applied handrails and detailed parts. Now, there will be 23 different pack options available. From the passenger cars from when they were introduced in the Hawthorn green and cream with black roofs up until the mid-60s, when they were progressively repainted into regal red and silver to match the newer country stock. As well as that, Australian National Railways, Victorian Railways, West Coast Railways, Steam Ranger, Northern Rivers Railroad with Ritz Rail and 707 operations. These will be priced at $150 for a single car pack and $300 for a twin car pack, with more details on their website as well as the order forms. Now, in a collaboration between SDS and CGL Models, Queensland Railways 1460, 1502 class locomotives, as well as Tasrail Locomotive 2056. The 1460 and 1502 project involves 12 models which will be available in both HO 3.5 and HO gauge, as well as DCC or factory fitted with DCC and sound. All versions of these locomotives have been catered for, including the dynamic brake elephant ear version of the 1460 class. Liveries include paint schemes from the 1960s to the late 1990s. Also included in the 1460 range is the Tasrail QR class from the early 2000s. The 1460 and 1502 models are expected to be available in the third quarter of 2022, and both SDS and CGL models will be accepting pre-orders from this point on. Some running numbers and liveries are expected to be popular, so to avoid disappointment, they are recommending pre-ordering your models as soon as possible. Pre-ordering will also allow you to take advantage of the special pre-delivery price. So let's have a quick overview of this newly announced model. These models will be highly detailed, ready to run in 1/87 scale. These models will be available in both 12mm and 16.5mm, which is HO and HO 3.5 gauge. They'll be precisely tooled. They will feature genuine KD scale head whisker couplers, separately applied handrails and detail parts. They'll have all-wheel electrical pickup, LED head and marker lights. Models will be equipped with an MTC 21-pin motherboard, exclusive sound by DCC Sound, and will run on a recommended 18-inch minimum radius curve. These are currently priced at a pre-order price of $285 for a DC model, which will then rise to $335 upon release. And if you're after a sound-equipped model, it'll set you back $415 for a pre-order price, which will then rise to $465 post-release. Order forms will be available on both CGL and SDS's website. So something I believe I'm yet to touch on in these videos, but something that is quite important to the model railway scene is storage. Now, there is a newly launched Melbourne company, Roundhouse Boxes, who have hit the scene this month with 3 new products. Well, 3 new boxes. The 3 boxes are the single locomotive box, a single tray box, and then this monster double tray box. The single and the double tray box both have the same inserts, although the double obviously has 2. The channels measure 600mm long by 55mm tall and 37mm wide. They also come with foam inserts which can be cut to suit your rolling stock, plus one foam cover on top and a sticker on the end of the box which allows you to be able to write down, well, that it's your box, or potentially what's stored in the box. So I actually have all three here, and I guess this is my thoughts on them. They're probably the best box I own, and this is what I love about them. The boxes are solid and they're neat. The foam inside is both fairly rigid and soft. I also like the inclusion of the extra foam that can be cut to size. For example, the single locomotive box will now permanently house my X and J class, which as I said in the review for that, which you can check out here, that I wouldn't use the storage box that it came with, as I'm just going to leave the locomotive and tender coupled together. Whereas with this box, that fits perfectly. They're also big enough to allow you to put a fair bit of rolling stock in one box. For example, one tray can hold 16 GAN cars or 24 wheat wagons or even 48 GY wagons. And that's pretty grouse. Now I realize they might be higher priced than others on the market, but I reckon they're also probably one of the best. Now when you weigh up what you're transporting in them and the total cost of that, they really don't cost that much in the grand scheme of things. I think the only thing I would like to see improved on them is potentially that they are a laminated box, just to give them an extra bit of rigidity. Anyway, onto pricing. As well as that, possibly a differently designed lid, as the one on the double box has started to already wear out. Although I can fix this myself, I feel that if it was just a normal lid, it probably wouldn't have happened, or maybe if it was laminated. The locomotive box will set you back $20 plus postage, which comes to about $18, so for a total of $38. The single tray box is $65 plus postage, which is about $28, so it'll bring it up to about $93. And a double tray box is $95 plus postage, which comes to about $42, which makes a total of $137. If you are interested in getting one of these boxes, you can check out their Facebook page, and if you are living in Melbourne, you may be able to get one, you might be able to pick one up. So that saves a little bit on the postage fees, as these boxes are quite large, which is why they do incur such a high postage fee. Also, they did announce just at the end of this month that if you are an N-scale modeler, they have something coming for you soon. So stay tuned for more news from them. News from DCC Central, who have produced a mounting bracket to suit the DigiGuys DR60030 analog servo motors. No soldering required. They are wired and ready to be fitted. The bracket allows you to mount these servo motors, requiring only 45mm of space underneath your layout. No need to spend lots of your hard-earned money on point motors that take up twice as much room, and these are priced at $22. Now, for something a little bit different, we're going to head over to Chris, who's going to take you through ABR Model Works.
Hi modelers, I'm Chris, the modeler at ABR Model Works. I would very much like to thank Will James for inviting me to be part of this month's Australian Model Railway news, and to give you, his subscribers, an overview of ABR Model Works. ABR Model Works is an Australian model railway, model building kit and scenic details manufacturer. We're based in Perth, Western Australia. We're currently focusing on HO scale, but have plans to replicate some of our HO scale products in N, OO and O scales. We're currently developing a new approach to model railway buildings and building kits. The challenge for any model railway building kit manufacturer is what building to make. As modelers, you have different needs and ideas on what you want. So we're developing a modular model building system to give you a more flexible approach to building your model buildings. The system has many module options, including 1 to 6 story stackable panels to give you the height you need. Single opening with both brick or a window to insert. The model panel comes with both. Double opening, choose between brick or window to insert in the top opening, and brick or concrete for the bottom opening. Again, the panel comes with both. And then concrete only has the joint lines engraved to match the single and double opening panels. And soon we'll be adding 2 new styles of panels. Full brick face panels with the same rectangular openings as the current single and double opening panels. Full brick face panels with arched openings and a range of arched windows and doors to match. So this series of different styled panels give you the ability to model commercial style buildings from the mid-20s right through until now. Right now the system has 9 types of doorway panels with more to come, and it also includes straight platforms and wrap around the corner platforms. There are currently 56 panel kits available and over another 50 in development. We're also manufacturing a range of building kits based on our modular model building system, which gives you endless options as to how you build them. For instance, you can build them as they are designed. You can add more panels to make them longer, to make them higher, or to change the shape. One of the next kits to be introduced is a warehouse that lets you have a track running through it. We will be showing you how to make this as is, or turning it into 2 different buildings with 2 different styles of buildings. Currently we have 3 building kits: Michael's Freight Depot, Doug's Repair Shop and Lee's General Store. And we have many other building styles and kits in design and development that will be available in the new year. We're manufacturing a range of 3D printed scenic detail parts to bring our building kits and modular building system panel kits to life. These 3D printed scenic detail parts can be purchased separately as they're a product line in themselves. There are over 160 currently in the range, with more constantly being made. However, they're not all on our website, but soon will be. I hope you found this video of interest. You can get more details from our website. Please join our newsletter and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information on what we're up to. And for those of you that are watching this video on the ABR Model Works channel, please subscribe to Will James Railways, the home of Australian Model Railway news. All the links are below in the description. I'm Chris, the modeller at ABR Model Works. Have a great day and happy modelling.
So some news from Victorian model railway manufacturer Railmotor Models. They have up for sale a run of Victorian Railways and V-Line VHQF ballast hoppers for $40 each plus postage. These are currently only available directly from them, so if you're keen to grab one, or 8, just email intotrains@gmail.com. However, if you would like them in the kit, like these, they are also available from a number of model railway stores. I've also added some higher resolution pictures to these on my website. They've also told me that they'll have their website launch soon, as well as that an upcoming Tate T-Car kit on the way priced at around $25, plus much more things to be announced soon. So if you are interested in grabbing any of these, just email them directly. Comrail Models have models of the WAGR, WMC, Westrail, WNA nickel matte wagons that ran up and down the line between Kalgoorlie and Leonara, and then later out to Laguna. These models are priced at $35 in polyamide or $77 in clear resin. If you would like more information on these or you're looking to purchase them, just contact them via Facebook or email. Argyle Loco Works have New South Wales Government Railways BCH coal hoppers in 132 scale based on American 3-bay hoppers. This model has the livery and lettering of the New South Wales Government Railways BCH. They feature die-cast trucks, metal wheels, detailed underbody and working knuckle couplers. These are available individually or as a set of 4 different road numbers, or fully decaled without road numbers. Road number decals are available free of charge for customers who order quantities beyond the numbered set of 4. But now they also have available coal loads for a realistic payload for your railway. The wagon hoppers are priced at $198 each for a single hopper, or $792 for a set of 4, and the coal loads are priced at $48 each. Powerline Models have released photos of their upcoming 48 class locomotive, and I have to assume that they must be very close to receiving these now, as they have ended their pre-order price. So now if you want one of these models, it will set you back $345 for a DC model and $445 for a DCC and sound-equipped model. Production samples of the on-track model's 45-foot louver vans are expected very soon, with a shipment due to be sent out the following week, at least at this stage. Probably due around late January or early February. Pre-orders should go up by the time this video is released, and there are now 9 different packs available. Australian Railway Models have announced the arrival of the stock for the long-awaited C3803 locomotive. These are still scheduled to be available in the fourth quarter of 2021 with a retail price of $299, although you might have to wait 1 or 2 weeks for it to reach your local store. News from Lyndons Trains: for the Victorian Railways HO modeler, the VFNX kits are currently being produced and hope to be released prior to Christmas. Same goes for BMX1, the only BMX to have doors at both ends. For the N-Scaler, the VFNX kit was released in early November and is selling fast. The VFTY log wagon is currently in production, and the kit should also be available before Christmas, and a HO version will be available next year. They're also getting the VR, AS and BS, AZ and BZ kits ready in conjunction with Ost and Rail. As well as that, Kane Trains released the 1/48 scale Innisfail Tramway Toast Track passenger car. The HO in 30 version is now in production. They are also testing the body for early Clyde locos. They're also working on a new HO in 30 loco kit of Valdora, which will include mech as well. And finally, the folks over at Lyndons Trains have done something really special. For everyone who watches this channel from now, from when this video is released, which is the 1st of December, until the 10th of December, for all purchases over $50, use the code WILLJRail at checkout for 10% off. So that's any purchase over $50 made between the 1st and the 10th of December, you'll get 10% off using WILLJamesRail at checkout. So thank you very much to Lyndons Trains for having that for everyone who watches this channel. Thank you very much. Also, let us know what you get. If you pick up something from Lyndons, let us know what you decided to go with. And lastly, from Trainbuilder, the production sample of Trainbuilder's Victorian Railways H-Class H220 Heavy Harry 484 steam locomotive in brass has arrived. Here's a couple of videos to show you how this model looks. They still have some available to order, and they should be available for delivery in a few weeks. These units are priced at $1,850 each plus postage. So that's all for the news this month. What are you most excited to see or receive? Let us know in the comments below. Now, on to exhibition news. On the 5th and 6th of December in Salisbury, in Adelaide at the St John Anglican Church, there will be a model railway and hobby show from 10:30 to 5:30 daily. The South Australian Engaged Society will be showing their exhibition layout at Hallett Cove Shopping Centre from Thursday the 9th to the 12th of December. AMRA Western Australia will have an open day at their club room on December the 5th. Warrnambool Model Railway Club will have their exhibition at the St Joseph's Primary School on the 7th and 8th of January. The Phillip Island and District Model Railway Show will be held in Cowes, Victoria on the 15th and 16th of January 2022 at the Senior Citizens Hall. The Grampians Model Railroaders will have Victoria's smallest model railway show on the 19th and 20th of February in the Stall Railway Goods Shed. Over the 19th and 20th of March, the Bundaberg Model Train and Hobby Expo will be held at the Bundaberg Multiplex Sports and Convention Centre. The Model Railway Craft and Hobby Exhibition will be held at Sacred Heart College in Kyneton over the March Labour Day weekend, with over 24 layouts and stalls in attendance. The 33rd Canberra Model Railway Expo is on over the weekend of the 26th and 27th of March at the UC High School, Calleen. They've said the exhibition will be about 30 scale models, as well as a U-Drive and trade stands. AMRA Brisbane will be conducting their first open day of 2022 on the 2nd of April from 8:30 to 1:30 at their club rooms in Zilmere, Queensland. On the 9th of April, the Sydney N-Scale Model Railway Club will have an open day at their club rooms at Rockdale from 12 to 5 p.m. The Yarra Valley Model Railway Club has said that their exhibition will be held over the Easter long weekend in 2022, with more details to come. The Brisbane Model Train Show will be held on the 30th of April to the 1st of May at the Brisbane Showgrounds. The biannual Morwell exhibition will be held at the Kernot Hall in Morwell, Victoria over the June long weekend by the LVMRA. The setup is on Friday the 10th, with doors open to the public on Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 5, then 9 to 4. The Adelaide Model Railway exhibition will be held over the June long weekend at the Greyhound Park, Angle Park, South Australia. The South Pine Train and Hobby exhibition in Brendale, Queensland at the South Pine Sports Complex will be on Saturday the 9th and 10th of July 2022. The hall is almost twice the size of the old venue, allowing more layouts to be accommodated. The lighting is brilliant and the facilities are first class, providing an excellent opportunity for them to showcase the greatest hobby in the world to the South East Model Railway community, as well as the public, and more details to be published in due course. Gold Coast Model Railway Club, the largest on the Gold Coast, have regular open days on the first Saturday of the month, but in 2022 will move to a quarterly model, coordinated with school holidays. They have a G, OO, HO, N, O and 30 and Triang running layouts. Fellow modelers are welcome any Saturday, normal visitors the first Saturday of the month, with entry at $10 for a family or $5 for an individual, and kids under 12 are free. And that's all for exhibition news. If your model railway club is having an open day or an exhibition anytime in the future, just reach out and send me an email so I can add it to any future video. Now, in my own news, I'd like to say a quick thank you to everyone who's grabbed some merch over the last month or put their name down for a pre-order for the next run of pins. The beanies are nearly sold out, but I do have more merch coming really, really soon. So keep an eye on the website and my social media, which I will leave links for that and everything that I have mentioned in this video in the description below. This month's question: what's something in the Australian model railway scene that is underrepresented? For me, I think I don't really see a lot of model railways say 1900, like that first, I guess the UK call it like era 1, I think. And I've seen that they've started releasing models in that era of those smaller locomotives. And I think that's a really interesting era that is underrepresented. So, do you have an opinion on that? Is there something you'd like to see more of in this hobby? Let us know in the comments below. All right, so that's everything for the November 2021 edition of Australian Model Railway News. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all the Patreons. Thank you very much. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon, there is a link below that takes you through, well, what Patreon is and how it helps the channel and your perks, like early access to videos. Now, I'd also like to say a huge thank you to everyone who watches these videos, who likes the videos, shares, comments, subscribes, all that kind of good stuff. It all helps in all different ways. And thank you to everyone who leaves a positive comment. That really means a lot and gives me a lot of motivation to keep these going. Now, just a quick thing. Sometime towards the end of this month, you will get an update on, well, I'm going to make a video about where this channel's going into 2022 and, you know, what I kind of aim to do with it. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Hooroo.